The NFL is suspending Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott 6 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy. The punishment comes after an NFL investigation into domestic violence allegations that came from an ex-girlfriend of Elliott's. From strictly a football standpoint, let's talk about this, and the reason why we're going to just tackle the football is there's so many facts and there's so much information coming out of this. I think it would be unfair to all of us to try and judge the merits of the suspension until we have some sense of the evidence or the information. So let's just keep this to football. We know this is a big blow to the Cowboys as they try to compete in the NFC East. He had taken the league by storm with a dominating performance behind that great offensive line, and now they're not going to have that. 6-game suspension. The Giants, are they now the front runners, easily the front runners in the NFC East, Bob?
I wouldn't say easily, because I'm a believer that any time you're playing in the NFL and in the NFL East, it's going to be competitive. You know, certainly when you lose a guy like Ezekiel for 6 games, it's going to have an impact on you. But as a devotee of offensive line play, Willie, you're going to give me this answer. With that offensive line, is it easier for anyone to run behind it? And, you know, so in other words, can they make anybody better?
Yeah, I mean, a year ago, this offensive line could have been named MVP. They were that good. Right. So I'm not far from that train of thought, but I think overall this is a big impact for the Cowboys. And this, listen, as much as we love the Giants, this still is a team that could be 8-8, and by all accounts may not even get it done. So I think this is still up in there. If he serves the 6 games, he'll be back in October. They have enough pieces on the Cowboys to kind of get them through, but it's going to be interesting in Jerry's world how he's going to handle the situation.
So you don't think that this makes the Giants the favorites in the NFC East?
No, I think the Giants have a lot on their plate. They have to prove that they're serious contenders, and I don't think they have to beat enough teams to kind of get that nod, and I don't think they're there yet. But I know they're in contention, but it all depends on Eli and the show.
Oh, you're going to get a call from Snacks on this one, there's no doubt. John?
I still think the Cowboys probably rate favorite. Look, I think, first of all, I think the suspension will probably be reduced to a month or so. As you guys said, the offensive line, they're going to gain ground. They're going to gain yards on the ground no matter who's back there. But it does put more pressure, I think, on Dak Prescott. We're going to find out a little bit more about him. If maybe he can throw down the field a little bit more. But there's a lot. The Giants have a lot of questions to answer.
But let's remember this. With Ezekiel Elliott, the Giants beat the Cowboys twice. We can't forget that.
But they didn't win the division.
They didn't win the division.
I understand that, but the head-to-head, they handled them.
Well, the Cowboys still have options.
Yeah, they got McFadden, they got Alfred Morris. These aren't slouches. These are big-time running backs. So the Cowboys will be fine. It's more about the Giants staying the course and getting it done and not becoming relaxed now that they figure that Cowboys aren't in full weaponry.
And I just want to once again say, we understand there's a bigger conversation here involving the suspension. We just want to stay away from it now until more information comes out. We get a sense of what the evidence is. Just our sense of trying to be cautious on it.